Well, now, Swindon Town have agreed to sell defender Sean Morrison to Championship club Reading. The fee is believed to be about £250,000. It could have been more, but for a minimum fee clause in his contract. So he won't be available for tomorrow's game against Yeovil Town. Yeovil, meanwhile, have made a signing of their own ahead of that game, taking Norwich City striker Ollie Johnson for a month. He's the 14th player they signed on loan this season.
After a goalless first half at the county ground, this one turned on the second half dismissal of Swindon's Michael Rose, the defender seeing red against his former club for trampling on Ed Upson. And once the melee had died down, Rose headed for the showers, leaving his teammates up against it for the final half an hour. In fact, it took Yeovil just 5 minutes to press home their advantage. A moment of indecision gave Sam Williams a sight at goal, and Dean Bowditch pounced to earn the Glovers a third straight win that leaves them tantalisingly close to escaping the bottom four.
And that could be a vital 3 points for Yeovil.
Well, I think that's 3 wins on the trot in really good form. And just when you started to write them off, they've come on had a really good run, and now they've given themselves a chance of getting out of it.
It's the best run under Terry Skiverton for 2 years while he's been at the ground.
Yeovil began the day 3 points adrift of safety down at the bottom. And it was Swindon who had the early chances. Midway through the first half, Michael Rose swung in the free kick. Stephen Henderson tipped over. 2 minutes later, he had a free kick from a slightly different angle of attack. Henderson came for it and once again kept it out. Before half-time, Scott Cuthbert had a header that was cleared off the line, and the scoreline remained blank. The moment which turned the game came 12 minutes after half-time. Rose tangled with Ed Upson, and as play continued, referee Neil Swabrook spotted the stamp. It meant Swindon had to play more than half an hour with only 10 men. It only took another 8 minutes for Yeovil to take advantage. Sam Williams with the shot. Phil Smith tipped it onto the bar. But Yeovil's leading scorer, Dean Bowditch, was quickest to the rebound. That's 7 in the league for him this season. The victory means Yeovil are still in the bottom four, but their third away win means they're level on points with Tranmere.
There was huge excitement this weekend at the county ground in Swindon, partly for the big derby game with Yeovil and partly for the display of vintage gear on display in the stands. Supporters were invited to turn up to the game in their best retro shirt, whether it fitted or not. Yeovil took the points, as it turned out, but not before Swindon had provided some colour.
It's our promotion-winning season with Glen Hoddle. It's probably the first time I really got into football. I was about 10 years old.
The last time I actually wore this shirt was Wembley in '93 when we beat Leicester City 4-3 in the playoff final at Wembley.
Well, it's the Division 2 champions.
I just found the oldest ones that I could, got them out of the cupboard and got my daughter and son and myself to wear them. Some of the best players that ever played for Swindon played that season.
Here comes Michael Rose to blast one, curls it, decent one too, good save from the keeper. Michael Rose for Swindon, good strong run down the left-hand side, has Prutton outside him. There's a bit of afters between Michael Rose and Ed Upson. Yep, it is a red. Michael Rose is off. Nathan Smith sends it back into the town penalty area. Cuthbert's there, the ball bounces, a chance for Yeovil's opener, hits the bar, there is the opener, headed into the empty net, and Yeovil go in front.
First time we've been here and seen them win. Yeah, it's been excellent. Fantastic. Yeah.
But we won. We're staying up. Come on!
Come on, Yeovil!
They played well today. They deserve it.
Well, we saw some interesting retro shorts there, never mind the retro shirts. Everyone's got a bad kit story, but Graham, I think yours might beat all others.
I've worn some dodgy kits, but I was in charge of the kit as an apprentice, and I forgot to take the kit to an away game. Packed it. It was lovely and pristine in the bag. Forgot to take it to an away game. We had to wear their away kit. We got beat 4-0. And when we came back in the kit, I had to wash it and our kit that we hadn't worn and bag it up and take it back for them. Wow. It was not my best day. It wasn't a shining day.
Tell that to a young apprentice these days and they'll laugh in your face.
Don't get me started with them.
Right.
Not like it was in my day.
Let's have a look at some Jersey nightmare of Leroy's past. Back in the heady days of 1994, this.
Well, this is the worst kit and the most memorable kit at the same time. The worst kit because it was purple and lime green with white socks, and I mean, I looked all right in it and got away with it, but that is Brian Tinnion actually scoring the winning goal for Bristol City at Anfield in the FA Cup in 1994. So it's a really memorable kit for Bristol City supporters. But when we saw it, so it was sponsored by Nibor, which was robbing backwards. Yeah. Very clever, very clever. And but for Bristol City fans, they'll remember that kit with fond memories.
All right, then. I don't think we've had time to show you in your orange gear, but maybe
Such a shame.
in a future week.